Hi, I hope you saw the introduction video where we wrote our first C program using Notepad and compiled it, linked it over a command line. I had also explained there the compilation and linking model of a C program. Now, in this video, we'll learn how to create a project in Visual Studio and start with the programming journey. So, how to get started? First thing you need to do is you need to download Visual Studio on your machine. You can either download a community edition or you can download an express edition. So I have a link. I'll be sharing this link in the description. You can use that link if you don't have Visual Studio on your machine. You can download it from there. So I'll just click on the link and you'll see it opens the download page. And from here I will download, or I can download the community edition. Now in my case I won't download it as I have already installed it on my machine, but you can just click it, it will download the installer. You have to just run the installer as you run installer of any other software, and it will ask you a couple of questions, like it will ask you for the license agreement, it will ask you for the location where the binary has to be installed, and that's it. It will take some time and it will install Visual Studio on our machine. So assuming you have installed Visual Studio on your machine, so let's see how we can open Visual Studio and create a new project. Now, even if you have some older version of Visual Studio, you might have Visual Studio 10, 12, 13, 17. Steps for creating the project is very much the same. So what I'll do is I'll open Visual Studio on my machine. So I'll locate Visual Studio entry. So I look for Microsoft. I do have Visual Studio 10, Visual Studio 12. I'll open the Visual Studio Explorer. So it should start Visual Studio. Now, as I said, the interface of project creation very much remains the same. So what you can do is you can click on File, New Project, and if you're opening Visual Studio for the first time, it will pop up a dialog box to you, and it might ask you you would like to set up the environment for what type of a development: C++, C Sharp, F Sharp, Visual Basics, and so on. If you select general settings, then what will happen is when you say File, New Project, you'll be able to see all the templates, and in this case I am selecting C++, and what we'll do is we'll select empty project, and where will I like to store the project. So I'll say on D drive we have Learn C Programming, and I would like that the project name be C Program Example 01. That be the project name, and we'll create a solution. A solution is collection of projects. I'll tell you more in detail about solutions, but I'll name this solution as C Programming Examples. Okay, and I'll click on OK. So what happens is it will initialize the solution with a single project right now, and it should create a project by name C Program Example 01. So you can see here, this is the solution we have, and our solution has a project. A project we created is an empty project, so you'll see that all the folders are also empty. And what we will do here is we'll add a new file to the project. So I'll right click on this, I'll say add new item, and we'll add a C file. So when you add a new item, you can add different types of program elements. Here I am interested in adding a C++, or I'll say a C file, not C++ file. So I'll add a C file. I can name it as, let's say, example.c. So I'll name it as example.c, and I'll click on OK, add. So what should happen is it should add an empty C file in my project. Now I'll just increase the font. If you press a control key and just scroll the mouse, roll the mouse, it should increase the font like this. You can manage the font this way. Now what we'll do is we'll write a simple program that will just display a message on the screen. So I'll write hash include stdio.h will include the header, write int main, this is our block for main, and I'll write a printf statement, and the message I want to print here is C programming is fun. This is the exact program that we wrote and executed over a command line in the previous video. Here we are writing the same program in a Visual Studio environment. So I'm done with my code. I'll just save the program. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to compile and link. So in Visual Studio environment, you just have to right click your project and you have to say build. So it should compile and link your code. And if your program has got any compilation or linking errors, it will throw the error here in the output window. So as you can see, our program has been compiled successfully. Now what I can do is I can run my program. Now how do I do that? We have a play button here. You can just click on that button and it will execute your code. And it just flashes a window, a console window, and goes off. Now if you want to hold on the window, so what you can do is on this gray panel, I just click here. It will just create a breakpoint where the execution can pause, and again I can execute my code. So what happens is, again if I run my code, you'll see that here is a yellow arrow. It seems that execution is paused there. And meantime, what I can do is I can also open the console window. If I press Alt tab, it should show me the console window with the output of the program which I wanted to print. If I want to continue, I can just click on continue, or if I want to stop the program, I can click on stop. So I'll just click on continue, so it will complete the execution of the program. And this is how you can add a new file to a project. You can write your first C program, you can build it and execute it. Let's summarize what we saw in the video. First thing, we learned how to download Visual Studio from Microsoft's website. I will be sharing that link of the download page in the description. Next, we saw how a project can be created in Visual Studio. We created a C project, an empty project we created, and we added a C file to the project. We did write some code. The explanation of the code I have already given in the previous video, but next video onwards I will be getting into the details of program elements. This video was very much to understand the Visual Studio environment. And the last thing we saw is how you can build and execute a project. Now, even if you are not using Visual Studio, instead you are using some other environment for programming, it's perfectly fine. You can follow the video and you can use your environment for compiling and executing the programs that you write. Thank you. I hope you are understanding the concepts. If there is some more explanation that you require, you can put down in the comments. I will try to include things in my next videos.